So, hello guys, this is the 12th episode of Days of America, and today I have a bunch of things that I want to talk to you about, but first I have something that I want to open and share with you guys. I always wanted one of these things for myself. I never got one of these things for myself, but today I went to Walmart to do some shopping with some other students, and I just found this and I said that I need this. I just have to grab it. A double pack of Fujifilm Quick Snap. These are simple reusable cameras, film cameras, and I said that okay, I will buy a pack of these and I will capture some cool moments, hopefully, during my stay in America. I think I will fill both of these. So yeah. I like that they put a Hungarian flag on their cameras. Appreciate it, Fujifilm. Thank you. Okay, let's see these little packs. These look like biscuits, like they're not even that big. Just a small little camera. Whoa. Okay, this is how it looks. Very nice. I like it already. Of course, it's just a single-use camera, so the build quality isn't going to be amazing. Like for what it is and for its price, I think it's quite good. I'm really curious about what kind of pictures this is going to be able to take, and also about the ISO, because I haven't seen anything about that. The other one I'm just going to leave like this. I'm going to open this one. This one has a different kind of flash. Like on the codec font saver, there is a button that you have to hold down to prepare the flash, and you have to hold it down while you take a picture. But here, it's just like this toggle switch, and then this little thing at the top comes up to indicate that the flash is ready. As you can see, it shines red. From now on, I'll probably be just carrying this little machine with myself everywhere I go, because it's extremely fun to do, extremely fun to use. Possibly one of the hardest parts of creating videos currently is finding a spot where there are no people. So, today's topic is fairly straightforward, and I have to thank Marco for helping me figure this thing out and think it through. Yesterday, while I was recording the video, and before I was recording yesterday's vlog, I was thinking of the story and the topic of that video. What should I talk about? What should I do? What's the point of all this? And as it usually does, doubt started to set in. Am I good enough? Do I have stories? How can I get stories that I find good enough to tell? What's the process? And I started thinking, like, how can you constantly, day by day, put out content that hits your own standards? On one hand, it's quite difficult to do this because your standards are up here and your level where you can achieve is here. And you want to bridge this gap. You want to get yourself from here up to here, which is generally good because you have an upward aim and you follow that upward aim. But in the moments when doubt sets in and when you question whether you're in the right direction, you have to remind yourself and you have to get back to the doing of things to get in motion once again and to not give up. And my question was, how do I do that? What do I do when I don't know what's the direction? What's the next step? What can I improve? How can I make myself better? What do I do in those moments of doubt? And then I started to think about the larger picture. When you are starting out something, when you do something for the first time, this kind of doubt sets in much stronger, because once you get to do the thing, you will have a portfolio of evidence that, okay, I can do this. But with beginnings, it's quite different because you don't have the portfolio. You don't have the history that you can rely on, that I did this. You don't have proof for yourself that you are able to do this thing. So what do you do then? Right now, I will approach this question from my own perspective, from my own experience. And because of this, I will take the example of content creation, of these videos that you are watching right now. To do something, you have to have an aim to which the thing that you are doing is connected. Doing these videos has a meta goal. that I want to achieve isn't necessarily enough, and this isn't necessarily what you need day by day in the doing of things. Because the meta aim doesn't tell you what kind of decisions you have to take on the road that leads to that point. Like when you are hiking, for example. Just a side note, I always liked nature. I always liked being in nature, but I never really got the chance to hike. And last year I went on a hiking trip with my girlfriend, and ever since then I love hiking. This is my new favorite hobby, my new favorite thing to do. It's just wonderful. Parentheses closed. So when you are hiking, you know that you want to get to the top of the mountain, you want to get to the summit, you want to get to the cross at that interesting point, whatever. You know where you want to get, but during the road that leads to that summit or that point, you will encounter difficulties, and you have to make micro decisions to adjust your path. And the meta goal is very good, but for day by day execution, you have to use other instruments as well, not just the meta goal, and not just reminding yourself of the meta goal. And the answer is very simple to the question of what kind of instrument am I going to use day by day to achieve my goal. And it might be counterintuitive, but the answer is that don't think, just do. Because once you stop thinking about what the next step is and just do what you think the next step is, then after 5 to 10 minutes, you will find out that this is the right direction or this isn't the right direction. And then you can correct course. Because by doing the thing, you gather experience of doing the thing. And then you can self-reflect, you can criticize yourself, you can think about what did I do wrong? What was good about what I did? And through this, you get two rewards at the same time. One, you progress because you weren't thinking, you were doing. And the second is that you get insight on what you were doing so far. It's quite common knowledge that it is the hardest to get to 1 from 0. But to get to 1 from 0, you have to start doing and think afterwards. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that just go outside and be an anarchist and just do whatever. I'm saying that don't overthink what your next step is. Why do this? Because otherwise you limit yourself, you block yourself, you put unnecessary impediments to your advancement in your way. Things that you will use as an excuse later on. We don't want excuses. Impediments are nice because if you are able to overcome them, you get stronger, you get better. But excuses aren't nice. They're useless. Nobody cares about them. I'm not sure who I'm quoting right now, but your mother doesn't care, your father doesn't care, your community doesn't care. Nobody cares about your excuses. Everybody cares about what you do, what you achieve. So if nobody cares about your excuses, you shouldn't either. Because if you value your excuses, you're stuck on your excuses, you won't get anywhere. And also another advantage of just doing the thing is that if you don't strategize before, if you don't overcomplicate everything and you don't know every step of the way, you step out of your comfort zone, you are in a new context, and you have the chance to explore, to test out ideas. Let's say you want to start working out, but you don't know what kind of exercise routine you have to do. Just start doing it, go to the gym, pick up some weights, do the exercises. Probably if you go with friends, your friends are going to correct you that you're not doing bicep curls the correct way, whatever. They're going to correct you. But then you will have information that I have to do this in this way. Or someone will offer you some guidance or some help that you should have this kind of exercise routine. You'll figure it out along the way. Or in another case, let's say you want to make videos like this one, like I am doing right now. This is the answer for me as well. What do I make videos about? Whatever comes to mind, whatever idea you have in your mind, you do a video about it. And then you test it out. Was it good? Was it not good? If it was good, double down. If it wasn't good, correct course. Okay, I made a mistake, not a big deal. Everyone makes a mistake. Nobody cares. You try something, you give your best. Then you get the results. You see that the results are lacking here, 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 and here. You do an analysis of your product and of the thing that you have accomplished. Is it what I wanted to accomplish? Is it up to standard? Is it up to my aim? If the answer is no, you just take out your notebook, write down everything that you find that isn't up to par, and then correct course. And you do it again, and you do it again, and you do it again. But never stop doing. Always keep the momentum, always keep the ball rolling. Because once you stop, doubt starts to set in. And that is going to undermine all of your efforts. Never question your meta goal. Your meta goal is fine. You were thinking of that for a long time. You figured it out, I want to do this, you have your arguments for it. But the micro decisions, just riffing, that's the word that I was looking for, just riffing through all of the micro decisions. And that way, the whole process is probably more enjoyable. Figure it out along the way. Don't overthink your life. Just do it, as Nike's founder said. Bye guys. Shoot your shots, do your best. See you tomorrow. So at the beginning of the video, I told you guys that in figuring all this out, Marco helped me a lot. While we were talking about getting inspiration and getting ideas and how do I navigate this new terrain and what do I do, what's the next video, there was a funny moment. We were at the bar, we were drinking some drinks, and one of the drinks had pickle juice in it. That was a chaser for something. That's what it's called. Anyway, Marco is Croatian, I'm Hungarian, and we discovered in the past few days that there are quite a few common words in Hungarian and in Croatian. And I said that I only like the pickle juice and I only like pickles next to paprikás, which is a meat stew with carrots and some wild game. And I was thinking, what is paprikás in English and what is paprikás in Croatian? And I translated paprikás into Croatian, and turns out paprikás is paprikás in Croatian, so it's the same word. And then we were joking and laughing that, okay, one of the videos that I will do will have to be something like, I felt homesick so I made paprikás. Which is kind of true, that because food here is extremely tasteless. Like I don't know what people here like about their food, but it's tasteless for me. Like European food is just way better, like miles ahead of American food. Whatever. So the food here is very tasteless, and because of that I started cooking, and today I bought some materials to be able to cook. So guys, don't be surprised if in the following weeks you will see some cooking videos as well on my channel, because I'll probably be spending some of my time cooking and making enjoyable food, edible food for that matter. The video ends